coming at you with a beer review on a beautiful, beautiful Easter Sunday. The forecasters kept calling for rain, but someone had something else in mind. It's just been a beautiful day here, and you can see it's gorgeous. We got these beautiful tulips behind me that are popping up, and it's time for a beautiful beer from a good friend, from Tyler. That's right, from Every Home Brewing. Here it is. It's appropriate for the day. This is the Gran-Bic from New Glarus Brewing out of New Glarus, Wisconsin. Now, this is made in a traditional Lambic brewing method that includes outside fermentation in oak barrels for 5 months, and they used cranberries from the wilds of Wisconsin. So this should be a beauty. We're gonna get it cracked open and give it a try. All right, effervescent to start, and the head's fading away quickly. It's really has the slightest red glints as I see reflections. Mostly though, it's more of like an amber color, kind of golden amber. Let's get the nose on it. Well, this is definitely a sour ale, okay? And we know that's what those Lambic styles do, but the first thing that hits you is kind of a little bit of an apple cider vinegar and some funk aromas. You do get the yeast that they used on this. But I do get cranberries. I mean, I know cranberries well, and I do get a beautiful cranberry background. I would also say I get a bit of an apple. Kind of like a green apple, almost an unripe green apple. Makes me think of some pippin apples my mother used to use for apple pies. Yeah, there's some other fruit characters. Maybe just like the slightest, like a bitter orange peel or something, but mostly it's all about those sour and lightly funky aromas, along with, like I said, kind of that apple, maybe a hint of like a lemon, and then of course the cranberries themselves. So cheers, we're gonna dive in. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. The first thing that hits you is the sweetness comes on. The sweetness with a mix of some sweet and tart apple along with a sweet light cranberry. Then it shifts mid-palate. So then in the middle of your tongue, you're getting that mix of sweetness and the sours. In the back, you're getting some of those sour flavors. It starts kind of all coming together. And then on the back side, it washes out to a light, like apple cider vinegar. Now, not harsh, mind you, with a sweetness on it. So you still got a little bit of the cranberry, more so of what I would call the apple, and maybe even a little bit of sweet white grape as well. Man. But the cranberry shines. Parts of it almost make me think of some other berry, like I was getting a hint of like raspberry on it. Wow, that's fun. I do like sours. I'm not a huge sour fan, but I do like them. I really appreciate sours, and this is a really good blend. Now, I do like my more sweet and sour things, and this kind of works for that. Cascade's my favorite place for sours, but this is a beauty in a Lambic style, and it's really different. I like it because it has a good balance of sweetness, but it has plenty of that Lambic sour, plenty of that apple cider side, and it seems to be balancing out quite well. I'm going to take a little time with this, and I'll be right back. All right, I took a quick moment to enjoy this and also start racking a beer over to secondary on top of some hops. Drop kick Nate, that's right. So, all right, back to this. Wow, this Gran-Bic is, I have to say, I think it's a beautiful Lambic beer. I think it's really well crafted. I got to give them a lot of credit. There is just enough bright flavors, great aroma, with that cranberry being a real star and bringing over, when I say some like the apple cider. So you get apple, you got a little bit of the apple cider. It's well balanced. There's enough sweetness to carry this along with the sour that I think it just makes it very pleasurable personally. So in terms of style, when we're talking about a Lambic style ale, in this case with fruit on it, I have to give this really high marks. I think they've done an excellent job. I'm going to give it right in that mid range in the 90s. I'm going to go 95. I think it's just very, very well done. Now, this is also why I always do that split style. I mean, because you're rating against other beers within that class, but then What do you like? You know, it's just like if I rate this overall, it doesn't give it credit for what it's done because my overall is going to be much lower. This isn't totally my thing. I think it's well done, something that I will enjoy on occasion, like today on Easter Sunday. I'm going to give it a 90 overall. Very well crafted, very pleasurable, not something I can drink all the time. Certainly I'm going to share with my son. And here it is again though. I got to tell you, if you like lambics, you like sours, this is one you definitely should try. It is the Gran-Bic from New Glarus Brewing out of New Glarus, Wisconsin. A beautiful beer. This is Kevin at Clemens Homebrew saying life's too short to drink cheap beer. And I will see you on the next beer review.